Ok, probando. Let's freaking taste this shit, man. Let's freaking taste this shit. Let's freaking taste it. Let's freaking taste it, bro. Cause I'm too old for this some shit, man. But you know I've been waiting. Vamos a reaccionar. Bueno, voy a dejar de fondo un vídeo emotivo que yo ya he visto. Vídeo de un canal muy guapo, Gymnasium 2.0. Es curioso porque habla inglés, pero no creo que no es inglés ni americano. Creo que es lo que le da el rollo, ¿no? Es inglés. Que tiene, que no es anglosajón, no tiene pinta de ser inglés y americano. Pero tiene unos vídeos muy currados, tiene unos vídeos en los que va haciendo flashbacks y va uniendo fotos y vídeos del pasado. Y este es un vídeo en el que difícilmente no te emocionarás, ¿vale? He puesto los subtítulos. Cambiar la configuración. No, así está bien. Subtítulos activados. A ver, venga pues, inglés. Vamos a echarle un ojo.
The year was 2013. A teenager in one of Brazil's poorest corners types this on Facebook. I need a job. I wish I had someone to love me, not use me. I just wanted some peace. These were just the honest cries of a man searching for a way out. His family was poor, and he lived in a wooden house that flooded when rain came. He wasn't supposed to make anything of his life, but a year later, he made a choice. He wrote, I think I'll start going to the gym to become a fitness guy. Those who know me know what I'm talking about.
Know what I'm talking about. Yo creo que lo que le pasó a Ramón es que realmente quería volcarse en algo y es de ese tipo de personas pues un poco diferentes, personas únicas, que no hay muchas, y que son capaces de pues bueno, ir más allá del sufrimiento y luchar por un ideal. Y en el tema del deporte yo creo que siempre se vio reflejado, siempre le gustó, y el hecho de ver cómo su cuerpo empezó a cambiar tan rápidamente le hizo entrar en una dinámica en la que enseguida fue confiado y enseguida fue confiado con esto. Si es que al fin y al cabo, yo siempre lo digo, el culturismo es un deporte que enseguida ves si vales o no vales. Todos en general, todo en la vida ves si vales o no vales. Porque si ya de por sí es complicado llegar a niveles como los que Ramón ha llegado, no puedes llegar si tienes que endeudarte, te cuesta una vida. O sea, enseguida ves si logras cosas tochas, por así decirlo, o no, ¿sabes?
But those who knew him had no idea what he was truly talking about, because nobody could have predicted that just 7 years later, that same kid would stand at the center of the biggest stage in bodybuilding, going toe-to-toe with the best in the world. That the boy begging for a job would not just become a champion, but a millionaire with a whole country behind him. He didn't just get a job, he built an empire. He didn't just find love, he became the pride of a nation. This is the story of how two completely different realities can exist in one lifetime. This is the story of Ramón Dino.
You think you have a limit. As soon you touch this limit, something happens and you suddenly can go.
Yo el vídeo ya lo he visto, que conste. Pero lo quiero tener en el canal porque es inspirador y quiero que lo veáis y se lo merece.
Far from big cities and opportunities, deep in the Amazon forest, Ramón
Yo la verdad es que
Rocha
de Brasil
on February 9th, 1995.
ni idea, no sé dónde está, sé que es un sitio humilde, pero no.
The youngest son of Francisco Hamilton and Susana da Silva. His parents
Lo que sí
separated
que me
when
llama
he
la
was still a
atención
baby boy, leaving him to
es
grow
la
up
cantidad de vídeos que tienen, la cantidad de fotos y vídeos que tienen de aquel entonces, ¿no? Es increíble.
mostly under the care of his father, a strict religious man who worked hard to
Se
keep
separaron
families
el padre y la
away
madre,
from
¿vale?
the dangers that surrounded them.
Ramón se queda con su padre y sus hermanos.
Então eu tive minha vivência toda com meu pai, mas nunca deixei de falar com ela, nunca deixei de responder ela nem nada. Minha mãe, né?
As the youngest, Ramón often felt out of place. He had to adapt between different homes and family members, always searching for where he truly belonged. Watching his older brothers make mistakes, he grew up under pressure not to repeat them. Even simple games carried risks. Soccer was played barefoot on the rough asphalt, leaving his feet bloodied, but it was the only joy the kids had, and he loved it anyway. Rio Branco, a city surrounded by endless forests, was no easy place to grow up, especially for a family with limited means. Poverty was everywhere, jobs were sacred, and crime, gangs, and drugs ruled the neighborhoods. But Ramon's father had a tough reputation. People respected him, even feared him, and that gave Ramon a layer of protection.
O pai era muito respeitado, mas mesmo assim ele queria evitar aquele tipo de contato com os donos da rua ali, né, que mandavam ali na rua.
At school, Ramon looked bigger and stronger than the other boys, so much so that the classmates had thought that he was always older.
Ramon, quando criança, ele sempre foi um menino muito extrovertido, ele sempre gostou de fazer amizade. Ele não tinha tanto assim conhecimento do que ele queria, mas ele já tinha um caminho bem andado, porque todo mundo falava, esse menino é diferente, esse menino é diferente. Então eu sempre fui assim, um cara bem família. Meus sonhos assim de criança era, eu quero ter uma família, eu quero ser um super pai, eu quero ter um carrão, né? O sonho de todo homem na verdade é isso.
You love to rap, you love to write poems, you are very talented.
E esse gosto musical veio por causa do meu pai, que desde pequeno meu pai sempre escutou vários tipos de música, vários artistas, e fui pegando gosto e tinha caderno e tal, ficava escrevendo umas coisas que eu ficava pensando, ficava tentando fazer rimas, poemas com rimas e tudo. Então fui me apegando muito com isso.
At just 14 years old, Ramon had no money for a gym membership, so he turned to the streets.
Eu não tinha tantas condições, também não tinha um emprego, mas eu gostava muito de praticar esporte, né?
Fui pra praça porque eu gostava de praticar musculação, mas não tinha dinheiro, porque o pai não tinha...
No, es que prefiero estar callado que estar todo el rato hablando.
De casa, vai bancar a academia pra mim?
Gostava de jogar bola, gostava de fazer calistenia, eu gostava de lutar. Eu ia embarcar pelo lado da luta, pelo UFC, e meu pai ainda falava assim, mano, eu não quero ver você apanhando lá, se esse cara te dar uma porrada no ringue, eu vou... Peguei mais pelo lado da calistenia.
In the Xavier Maya neighborhood, he discovered calisthenics. With nothing but his own body weight, he turned bars, benches, and even broken playground equipment into his gym. He and his friends would meet at the local square park using anything they could find to train.
Tu era o cara que fazia as bandeiras, essas porra?
Isso.
Caralho, cara.
And despite having no real diet, no supplements, and no guidance, the change came fast, almost like his body was built for it. Ramon felt his strength rising, and every time he looked in the mirror, he saw a new version of himself. With each rep, with each set, his body transformed, and with it, a confidence he had never felt before.
Depois que eu me olhei no espelho mesmo, que eu vi o tal diferença, eu falei, caraca, velho, diferente mesmo.
Nada assim no peito, braço inchado, veias e tal.
Aí comecei a me exibir.
Falava, rapaz, isso daqui é meu. Isso aqui é pra mim.
After 3 years of calisthenics, fate stepped in. One day while Ramon...
Vamos a ver, en el culturismo, yo esto ya lo he comentado muchas veces, enseguida ves si vales o no vales, ¿de acuerdo? Este tío, pues está claro que vio cambios físicos rápidos y es que no hace falta endeudarte ni hacer locuras en el culturismo, enseguida ves si ganas cosas tochas y ganas campeonatos o no, tío, es que es así, no necesitas... que si necesitas 20 años para ganar un campeonato regional, pues bueno, a ver, el culturismo pues para ti es como hobby, ¿de acuerdo? Pero no te endeudes por él porque no te va a dar una repercusión mediática ni te va a reportar nada más allá de la satisfacción personal, que está muy bien, pero una vez que tienes cubiertas otras necesidades que requieren de tiempo y energía. Entonces, claro, si tienes 20 años como este chaval y ya mutas así, pues es lógico que puedas quizá apostar un poco, pero...
Ramon was doing pull-ups in the park. A local bodybuilder named Marcio Garcia noticed him. Curious, Marcia asked if he trained with weights, but Ramon answered no, only calisthenics. Marcio was amazed. He could see right away that the...
Pasó un culturista por el parque, Marcelo, y lo vio, y dijo, me cago en mierda. ¿Qué cojones es esto, no? Y se lo llevó a entrenar.
Se me ayuda ahí.
Lo que es la vida, lo que es la vida. Tuvo que aparecer una persona en fijarse una oportunidad. ¿Cómo? Bueno, saved by bodybuilding, salvado por el culturismo. Let's do this. Jo, es que tenía un aspecto duro, un aspecto de roca.
Sometimes Ramon couldn't even train because they lived in a humble wooden house that would flood during certain times of the year, requiring him to keep watch over the rising waters. Despite these hardships, they trained together, sharing the challenges and dreaming of a life far away from their poverty. Marcillo recalled inviting Ramón to his first competition at Puerto Viejo.
Redondo era, tío, de brazos, me cago en la hostia.
Marcillo worked hard to find sponsors and was able to get them small support, like lunch and even a basket of food. Usually it takes a man years of training before he can even think about stepping on stage, but Ramón was different. His genetics were undeniable.
Fiz minha primeira preparação e foi uma das coisas mais loucas assim que eu fiz, que foi ver meu corpo mudar e de uma forma muito extrema, né? Porque a gente já tinha uma genética que...
One movement.
Yeah. A couple of sets, just get...
Esse aspecto do...
Se pudesse fazer sem, eu faria. Porque, cara, chega lá e... Nossa senhora, chega lá e... Não gosto, eu não gosto.
He was still working. He was still in his dad's house. He would buy his own food with his job. He used to work in a supermarket.
After just a few months of training, he entered his first show and shocked everyone. He defeated competitors who had been training for years and walked away with his first amateur trophy in men's physique category.
Então eu me apaixonei pelo esporte. Eu falei, pô, isso daqui é muito meu, muito pra mim.
Unfortunately, Marcillo then had health problems and could no longer train, and Ramón had to continue his training on his own. The following year, he proved himself again, and this time winning another title, becoming the best Brazilian amateur bodybuilder, and earning the chance to compete at the 2018 Amateur Olympia in Brazil. Preparing for the show was the hardest test of his life. No sponsors, no job, no money. Just a dream. He survived prep with nothing but rice for carbs and eggs for protein. Meal after meal, day after day. It was the bare minimum. But his love for bodybuilding made it enough. It gave him the purpose, something to fight for, and something that carried him through the struggle. And when the lights finally hit the stage, all the sacrifice showed. Ramón dominated the amateur pro card at just 23 years old.
Batalhamos pra caramba pra chegar aqui.
Fíjate, con 23 años consigue la Pro Card en una categoría que sería tipo Classic Physique, ¿no? Imagino algo así. Y tío, de arriba estaba enorme, tío. O sea, hombro, pecho superior quizá un poquito más plano, pero tiene un look, tío, con los hombros y el brazo, antebrazo es ridículo. Se le ve enorme de arriba.
Muito longe, gente, muito longe, passando a dificuldade. Não que nenhum aqui passe, mas eu sei que cada um tem a sua batalha do dia a dia. Mas essa foi a minha, mano, e tá aqui, ó. Vim de Rio Branco, Acre. O Acre existe, galera.
El Acre existe.
Life didn't suddenly get easier for Ramón. He was still the same young man without money or support needed to live like a professional bodybuilder. The dream felt further than ever. For 3 long years, he didn't step on stage. Many times he thought about walking away from it all.
After he got his pro card, he went back to Acre, where he's from.
Competi pra cá pra fora, o Olímpia, achei que minha vida iria mudar, né? Não mudou muito. Fui indo e as portas começaram a se fechar e eu falei, caramba, será que é isso mesmo que é pra mim? Será que é o bodybuilder?
And then COVID came too. So I mean, nobody really believed in the sport to sponsor him.
Eu deixei de competir, fui vivendo mais a minha vida rotineira mesmo, mas agora eu não tá me rendendo em nada, não tá acontecendo nada. Como é que eu vou poder ajudar minha família assim? Então meio que quase larguei o bodybuilder.
But just when it seemed his journey was about to end, fate opened a door, an opportunity he never expected, one that would change his life forever. In 2020, Ramón was invited to join a reality show called Bansao Maromba, created by a fitness influencer, Thiago Toguro.
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 I know.
You know him.
Tattoos.
Yes. He has a place called Bodybuilding Mansion. It has really nothing to do with bodybuilding.
Esto es muy raro, ¿vale?
Like an influencer kind of house.
Esto es muy raro, pero bueno, es una oportunidad, él lo comenta así. Es una oportunidad. El culturismo es una actividad deportiva, es un estilo de vida, ¿vale? Es una fricada, es algo de locos. Entonces, o vales o no vales, y muchas veces van valiendo. Si vienes de Acre, vienes de, pues necesitas oportunidades como esta, o las que sean, entiéndeme. Claro, los valores los pone uno, pero si no, yo porque tengo toda la facilidad del mundo de tener comidas a disponibilidad infinita, pero hay mucha gente que no tiene esa facilidad, entonces... A lo que me refiero es, tío, que esto es la jungla. Entonces, si te sale una oportunidad como esta, que igual no es el medio más apropiado para que un culturista se forme una casa de gamers frikis raros para, ¿sabes? Obviamente no lo es. Quizá no lo sea. Pero sigue siendo una oportunidad mucho mejor de las que tienes y, ¿entiendes? Yo qué sé.
Internet, mandei mensagem pra ele, falei, mano, eu vi um perfil bacana, ele tinha uns 40 mil seguidores, já uns 30, 20, sei lá.
Quando surgiu a oportunidade, quando o Toguro me chamou pra vir pra São Paulo, eu ainda não tinha botado tanta fé, né? Eu falei, poxa, é uma oportunidade.
Pues eran como, creo que gente que hacía streamings y vídeos y tal, ¿no? O sea, bueno, pega mucho ahí. Bueno, no sé, sí, ¿no? Pega en... me refiero. Seguro que se lo pasaban de puta madre, tío, no sé. No te sé decir...
Así que eu conheci o Toguro me apresentou várias pessoas.
Tan malo desde luego no fue.
Almost nobody knew his name, but this project, followed by millions, gave him a stage he had never imagined. Inside the mansion, Ramón not only gained visibility, but also found something far more personal: love. It was there that he met Vitória, a young woman who would later become his wife and the mother of his children.
Você se apaixonou
Pela minha nega.
e constituiu família.
Ela me aceitou feio pra caralho, mano. Eu cheguei, eu tava feio pra cacete, tá, mano?
Pra ficar lá no quartinho, que era um quartinho que o Toguro tinha cedido pra gente, né? E aí...
Corre!
Ai, Vitinho!
Abriu a porta daqui.
O Ramon não chegou ainda não.
Ah, não.
Todo mundo tem curiosidade.
E desde lá a gente tem o nosso romance até hoje, graças a Deus.
For someone who had almost given up on bodybuilding and had been searching for love his entire life, finding both purpose and love under the same roof was something he never imagined. But perhaps the most important connection came when Ramón met Renato Cariani, one of the most influential voices in the Brazil fitness world, a man who would play a massive role in shaping his career.
Não é exagero. Quantos anos você tem, garoto? 25 anos.
Em fevereiro agora.
Você mora no Acre, né?
Moro no Acre.
Você fez toda a sua preparação com arroz e ovo.
Arroz e ovo, era o que tinha.
Arroz e ovo.
Era o que dava, era.
Arroz e ovo, cara. Eu disse pra você, uma vez numa conversa particular, que eu tenho um sonho. Um sonho no bodybuilding, um sonho no esporte, que ainda vou realizar. Você, garoto, merece uma oportunidade. E eu vou te ajudar sim. Eu vou te ajudar. Vou deixar. Fica tranquilo. Eu vou te ajudar. Mas por dois motivos. Primeiro, porque você é merecedor. Porque um cara ser campeão do Mister Olímpia com arroz e ovo na sua preparação inteira, 3, 4 meses comendo arroz e ovo, é muito, mas é muito merecedor. Segundo, porque o Brasil precisa de atletas como você. O Brasil...
A ver, la gente no sabe lo que es estar en una preparación. Yo no sé lo que es estar en una preparación, ¿vale? Pero quizá me pueda hacer ligeramente la idea, ¿vale? 3-4 meses de arroz y huevo es algo ridículo, ¿vale? Mires por donde lo mires, es una ida de olla. No comer nada que no sea arroz y huevo. O sea, no sé si sois conscientes de, primero, el impacto que tiene eso en tu organismo, estar todos los días comiendo lo mismo. Mira la cara que se le ha quedado. Y lo segundo, ¿vale? Es que es de ciencia ficción, sinceramente. No, es eso, es de película, es para hacer un vídeo así. O sea, ya lo creo, o sea, es de locos. Tío, es muy difícil, ¿vale? Hacer una preparación de solo arroz y huevo todos los días. O sea, tiene que haber algo más de alimentos, tiene que haber, no sé, un café, algo, tiene que haber algo, o sea... Es que es muy crudo, es una realidad muy cruda. Si no hay nada más en casa, ¿verdad? ¿Qué vas a hacer? ¿Qué vas a comer si no hay nada más? Pues si tienes una salchicha, echársela al plato, y si tienes un... Pero vamos, que es así. Luego tú tienes en tu casa un montón de cosas, ¿no? Tienes frutos rojos, que aquí la gente come frutos rojos como si no hubiera mañana. Tiene, pues yo qué sé, sandías para saciarse. Tenemos de todo. Hacer una preparación así, imagínate. Claro, estamos hablando de una preparación que solo es arroz y huevo. ¿Cuántas comidas puedes hacer al día que solo sean...? Es que solo puedes meter arroz y huevo. Imagino que sal tendrá a su disposición sal. Pero bueno, que es que aún así es una cosa surrealista, ¿vale? Porque claro, conforme la ansiedad va entrando, la ansiedad de comer, tú necesitas alimentos tipo verduras, frutas, para que te sea un poquito más sencillo, ¿no? Meter mucha verdura para saciar. Hay incluso, pues te puedes ayudar con con alimentos o batidos o líquidos que tengan ciertas enzimas como saciantes, ¿no? O bueno, sin ir más lejos, la cafeína o el Monster tienen aditivos que ahora mismo no me sale el nombre. Gelatinas, tienen propiedades que lo que hacen es dar esa sensación de saciedad, ¿sabes? Pero es que cuando no hay ni trampa ni cartón solo puedes tirar de carbohidratos y de proteína, bueno, y grasas, porque los huevos más bien son más grasas que proteína, prácticamente, o sea, muy loco.
Precisa de uma representação à altura no bodybuilding. Você é fã do Cristiano Ronaldo? Você é fã de Neymar e Companhia Limitada? Eu sou fã desse garoto aqui, ó. Porque esse garoto se tornou profissional com arroz e ovo. Garoto, eu vou te ajudar. Eu tenho um projeto pra você. Fica tranquilo, a gente vai conversar. Toguro, você é foda. Um olheiro danado. Encontrou mais uma pérola do fisiculturismo.
Obrigado, Toguro. Sou grato, viu?
Everybody wanna see me stop. Breaking down walls, no sheetrock. Hot boys steaming off top like teapots. Hey, yeah, y'all want smoke, then get hit with a detox. Coast to coast, been a pro, shoot knee locks. Y'all don't rap the bars, beat those cheap shots. Fuck it, I came through blazing. Call me Kanye, West Craven. Been a villain, I don't need no praising. No cape, I don't do no saving. Hey, shit, look what
La verdad es que Ramón Rocha se ha pasado el juego,
I don't do no handouts, bitch. I'ma stand outside till the
After months of hard work with Renato, Ramón made a remarkable return to the stage at the 2021 IFBB Europe Pro, where he placed second.
Me acuerdo de este momento.
Yes, he didn't win, but for Ramón it felt like a victory. Not only was it his pro debut, but he also earned the qualification.
Sí, me acuerdo de este momento porque se empezaba a hablar de él y fue muy sonado. O sea, a partir de aquí ya, yo creo que fue aquí el salto donde Ramón ya empezó a tener fans y gente que le seguía. Porque claro, pensáis que el culturismo es así, o sea, se hizo pro, estuvo un montón de tiempo siendo la hostia, pero casi nadie lo veía, ¿sabes? Y de repente, de la noche a la mañana, pues hace lo que tiene que hacer, ganar lo que tiene que ganar, y ya de repente llega todo esto, pero...
The world, the Mr. Olympia. It was an incredibly emotional moment for both him and his team.
Hoje você se apresentou para os árbitros. Eles não te conheciam. Eles vão sair daqui sabendo que lá no Brasil tem um menino que veio do Acre para buscar o mundo inteiro. Você começou lá fazendo barra fixa no parque, comendo arroz e ovo, como um monte de gente que acompanha esporte tá lá fazendo agora e sonhando.
No, a ver, es que parece de coña, parece como de broma, pero de verdad que no sabéis lo que es hacer una preparación comiendo arroz y huevo y no viendo nada y siguiendo. O sea, hace falta tener un drive muy grande y eso lo puedes hacer, esa pasión la puedes tener durante unos años, ¿no? Que quizá no tengas tantas responsabilidades y que la vida te lo permite, pero luego te aprieta y hay oportunidades que las coges o no las coges. Y en su caso pues le salió bien y la verdad es que este vídeo es muy bonito y muy inspiracional desde luego.
And just days before the Olympia, Ramón received the most important news a man can get, the birth of his son. A baby boy named Ravi. Becoming a father made everything even more special, giving him a deeper drive to succeed, not just for himself but his family.
Hoje a gente tem filho, que é uma coisa maravilhosa também que aconteceu na nossa vida, que trouxe pouco mais de maturidade pra gente, pouco mais de responsabilidade, né?
And so, with a newborn son waiting for him at home, Ramón boarded a plane to America for the first time. The kid from Acre who once couldn't afford a bus ticket was about to stand toe-to-toe with the best in the world.
O pessoal nos Estados Unidos, na Europa, na Ásia, vai falar da onde veio esse cara. A genética dele é uma das melhores genéticas que eu já vi na minha vida.
Si veis que viendo cortes es por anuncios,
His first Olympia, Ramón's new coach Chris Aceto said that Ramón arrived just 12 hours before the show and he was stuck at the airport for days, and also said that Dino was prepping strictly off of airport food, which was crazy. Yet when he finally stepped under those lights, Ramón was unshaken, confident, focused. Just as Toguro had once given him the chance to be seen in Brazil, the Olympia judges gave him the chance to be seen worldwide when they called his name to stand next to Chris Bumstead. That moment changed everything. Nobody expected it, but Ramón matched the reigning champion in size and presence. The crowd erupted. He placed 5th, and the world had witnessed the arrival of a new contender. The only things left to refine were his back, posing, and classical presentation. After the moment passed, there was no time to rest. A new responsibility was waiting, and Ramón knew his journey was only just beginning. He immediately set to work, aiming to qualify for the next Olympia. He competed in Brazil and earned the qualification when he won the title of the IFBB muscle contest by beating another Brazilian idol, Gabriel Zancanelli. And just look at how popular he is now.
También me acuerdo de este momento.
Shortly after that, he
Que parece que fue hace...
Arnold Classic, losing the title to Terence Ruffin, but placing
Ya hace 3 años, ¿eh? Es que no parece que hace tanto. ¿Cómo pasa el tiempo, macho? Y es una locura cómo pasa el tiempo, tío.
In the 2022 Mr. Olympia, Chris Bumstead confidently stepped on stage, comfortably making weight. But for Ramón Dino, it was a different story. On the day of the competition, Ramón faced a life-threatening challenge. With his off-season weight reaching around 254, Ramón had to weigh no more than 222 pounds to stay in the category. That meant cutting a massive 30 to 35 pounds before stepping on stage. His coach revealed that they had to rush him into a room and expose his body to extreme heat in a desperate attempt to make weight. Dehydrated, exhausted, Ramón was pushed to his limits, coming dangerously close to collapse just to step on stage. But as expected, Ramón's physique was noticeably improved. His presentation, his conditioning was flawless, with added thickness to his back, strong legs, and the signature vacuum pose, making him stand out in the lineup. Even Chris Bumstead could see that Ramón had become his main rival, and the direct comparison between the two gave Ramón the chance to prove it. This moment between the two brought a fresh energy to the Mr. Olympia stage, bringing a competition back to life again. Ramón was at his best, but so was Chris, who went on to win his 4th title that night.
And still, classic physique champ, 4-time Olympian Chris Bumstead.
Finishing second in the world once again gave Ramón the confidence to head to the Arnold Classic with his sights set solely on the prize. Standing beside the statue of Arnold reminded him of the boy who once had nothing but a dream.
Que aconteceu, Ramón? Que aconteceu?
Caiu um cisco aqui, mas um sonho realizado.
Há menos de 2 anos atrás, eu morava no Acre.
Nunca imaginei que um dia eu chegaria aqui. Olha só onde é que a gente tá, mano.
On stage, Ramón dominated the lineup with his incredible 17.5 inches forearm, and it came down to him and Urs, who had an incredible physique but couldn't match Ramón's size.
Ramón Dino!
Dino proved that his success in Vegas was no coincidence, and he went on to win the most important title of his life, becoming the first Brazilian ever to win the competition.
Thank you for your inspiration and for the motivation.
Shit's crazy, my man.
Oh, shit's crazy, my man. Shit's crazy. Congratulations.
That's real.
I'm very proud of you.
My favorite physique on the planet is Raymond Dino. If I could look like anybody on the planet, I want to look like Raymond.
When he returned home, he was no longer just Ramón Dino, the competitor. The victory turned him into a symbol of hope, a hero for millions in Brazil who saw themselves in his struggle. In a country where most people live below the poverty line, life is often a fight just to get by. Yet Brazilians carry something unique. They live like brothers, they share what little things they have, and they celebrate life with music, football, and laughter, even in the hardest times. It was in that same spirit of resilience and joy that Ramón found a second family, and for the first time he felt that his dreams and his heart were finally in the right place. But there was no prouder man than one living far away in Acre.
Llegaste a mí como una luz de primavera, con aire puro que libera mi corazón.
Qual a mensagem que o senhor quer mandar para o seu filho hoje?
Que ele continue firme, não desista. Ele sabe que o pai dele nunca desistiu de nada.
Verdadeiro amor por ti.
Passa pela sua família, lute por eles. Ninguém olha por ninguém. A única pessoa que pode olhar pelo seu pai é você, filho. Mais ninguém. Não tem governo, não tem assistência social, não tem nada. Então toda vez que você descer para aquele ginásio de academia para fazer um treino, filho, lembra dele.
Love you too, man.
Shit's crazy, my man. Shit's crazy.
Despite being his main rival, Chris Bumstead took him under his wing like a brother, even traveling to Brazil to train with him. They became good friends despite struggling with communication, since Ramon's English vocabulary had only one word.
He's like the nicest guy ever. He couldn't speak English, so he's just like, shit's crazy, my man, shit's crazy.
It's pretty cool to watch because people would expect you would hate each other.
He talks to me and he has a lot of respect for me. We've like worked out together and we couldn't speak. You could just tell he like respected everything I was doing, was watching what I was doing, and was like really like conscious of it. So
Falar ajuda de merda que ele me deu.
because he has a good heart too. There's a reason why he's number 2, but while I'm here, I can say number 2. You know, me and Ramon, I think we set a good example by respecting each other, and he pushes me to be better every single day. You can have assholes competing against you, but it's a lot more fun to have friends you compete against with good heart.
However, the friends had to face off once again at the 2023 Mr. Olympia.
See you tonight?
See you tonight.
Yeah, see you tonight.
See you tonight. It's good, man.
A few inches later.
Shit's crazy, my man.
Ramon Dino.
Ramón Dino brought the shape of his life, while Chris wasn't at his best, struggling with injuries that held him back. Ramón had put in the work, addressing the feedback from the previous year. His physique was more than refined, his posing sharper and his overall presentation stronger. The stage was set for another memorable showdown. When the results were announced, Chris Bumstead secured his 5th consecutive title, while Ramón took his 2nd place. It was a thrilling contest that showcased how far Ramón had come. The judges even noted that Ramón outshined Chris in some poses, like the back double biceps.
He was pretty close this year.
He was a lot closer, yeah.
Con las nuevas categorías de Vinted, ahora puedes vender muchos de los artículos de segunda mano.
Nuevo Lindt Excellence Pistacho, la combinación perfecta entre pistacho.
Again, Ramón grew more confidently after his recent success, but this time, his overconfidence cost him his crown. At the 2024 Arnold Classic, Wesley Vissers, who had placed 7th in the Mr. Olympia just months earlier, knocked him down. Vissers appeared significantly larger than Dino, and Ramon's poses presentation didn't match up this time. Ramón knew he had to improve before the Olympia, and from the training clips he shared online, it looked like he had done just that. His physique was sharper, fuller, and fans began to believe this could finally be the year he dethroned Chris Bumstead.
He's going to kick your ass this year.
He can try. He's got the mustache now. He kind of looks like an evil Frenchman though, with it twirled up.
At the press conference, he stood tall, calm, and more confident than ever. Even his English had improved.
Bro, this year, bro, you... Over for you, bro. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me, bro.
But when the big day arrived, everything changed. Under the bright lights, Ramón looked smaller than expected. His legs lacked fullness, his conditioning wasn't as crisp, and stress began to show. Sweat poured down so heavily that his tan started dripping, a nightmare for any bodybuilder on stage. Classic physique had become one of the toughest divisions in bodybuilding. The judges wanted more than just size. They wanted symmetry, shape, and conditioning. With athletes like Mike Sommerfeld and Urs Kalinski stepping up their game, Ramon's off-conditioning cost him dearly. He finished 4th, which considering the circumstances was actually a good result. Meanwhile, Chris Bumstead once again defended his throne, winning his 6th Classic Physique Olympia, and in that same moment, his...
El Olympia más duro para Chris Bumstead, sin duda, más allá de 2017 y 2018. Hostia, en verdad 2019, ojo, con Michael Laul y con Brion, no lo sé, pero para mí que Mike le dio más guerra, no lo sé. Por ahí va. Quizá en 2019 Brion le dio más guerra, sí, quizá estuvo más cerca, no lo sabría, que haber visto puntos. Creo que en 2024 Chris tenía 9, ¿vale? Y Mike Sommerfeld 12, puede ser. O Chris 3, Chris puede ser que 3 o 6 y Mike 6 o 9, se llevaban como 3 puntos, que igual se llevaban menos, igual llevaban 1 o 2, tío. Ahora no recuerdo exactamente, recuerdo que lo vi pero no me acuerdo, pero muy luchada está la batalla entre Mike y Chris Bumstead. La batalla, tío, la batalla de las
stunned the world by announcing his retirement, leaving behind an open throne and the question, who will rise next? Now with the year 2025 upon us, the classic physique division stands at a turning point. Ramón is once again at the spotlight. He has been shown an impressive physique online, looking sharper than ever, and the fans had already been buzzing about what he could bring to the Olympia stage this year. The battle ahead promises to be one of the most unpredictable in years.
If you're not doing the show, who wins the classic physique?
Ramón. And Ramón looks even bigger this year, so I think he's going to have even a harder time, making a cut.
I do not believe Ramón is going to make weight. I don't think he's making weight.
Meanwhile, Urs shocked the bodybuilding world by stepping out of Classic and announcing his move to the Open division. His decision even inspired Ramón himself, who admitted that one day he dreams of doing the same thing. But for now, his eyes are locked on one goal.
¿Veis a Ramón en Open? Porque yo sí. En el Open actual que debería ser, en el que Ramón pesa 12 kilos por encima de lo que está ahora, y 12, 14. Algo más, sí. 18 kilos, 20 es mucho, bueno. Y que cambie, tío, que cambie lo que se pide, tío, en esa categoría. Madre mía.
Become a classic physique champion.
You have tasted second place, second place, second place. And when that first time comes,
it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be incredible.
Thank you, bro.
Llegaste a mí como una luz de primavera, con aire puro que libera mi corazón. Llegaste a mí.
E como é que é pra você? Como é que foi pra vocês dois a saída do Ramón?
Trabalhei 3 anos de office boy em São Paulo e vou te falar, perigoso. Eu sempre aqui com o coração bem assim apertado. Eu vi ele campeão do Olímpico. Tenho porque eu sei que ele pode chegar lá.
Very good.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Qué bonito, tío.
The Amazon jungle of Acre, a place where even imagining becoming a champion felt impossible, came a boy who refused to give up. Life gave him every reason.
Qué bonito, tío, qué inspiración. La verdad es que Dios elige a sus mejores guerreros. Dios da sus peores batallas a sus mejores guerreros. Eso es lo que dice, ¿no? Y yo la verdad es que cuando me fijo en el deporte, por lo general, la verdad es que no solo en el culturismo, los representantes de cada disciplina, macho, suelen ser moles moles inquebrantables de convicción, de una forma de ser implacable ante todo y una capacidad de resiliencia, de constancia, de permanecer en el sitio, de fe, de una serie de cualidades que es imposible que esto no te inspire. O bueno, eso espero y eso he intentado con el vídeo, así que nada, espero que os haya molado el vídeo de Gym Nation, que la verdad es que lo hace súper ameno. Nos hemos comido 30 minutos y esto es una pasada. Sinceramente, veros vídeos de este tipo de canales que os motivarán, ¿no? Os darán cierta inspiración para ir a por vuestras metas y para el día a día. En fin. Espero que os haya molado, nos vemos en la próxima, cuídense los míos y take care, good day. Masterpiece. Chao.